Hi, folks. We're back. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Got some people here getting the rain in Iowa that we're counting on here in St. Louis overnight. Cooler air. Jennifer's got a forest fire burning in Connecticut.
Hey, is anyone up in Minnesota? I think Minnesota's supposed to get 6 inches of snow, the Twin Cities or something.
No
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I
geez.
think so. I saw that and I was like, really? No.
Wow.
So anyone up in the great white north, let us know.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy times. Crazy times.
hmm
Yep. All right. Welcome, everyone. I got a drawing tonight. Oh, I forgot. The people that won the stuff 2 weeks ago, where we had individual things, those all got sent out 2 days ago because right after the show 2 weeks ago, we left for Illinois and went to our sons to dog sit for a week while they went to Phoenix. So we didn't get them sent out, so they went out this week. So you should be getting them. But I didn't write the names down, so I can't announce who the winners were because, I had a moment where
Yeah.
I shipped them out, or Marga packaged them all up. Now, oops, I forgot to write the names down. So, a half dozen people or whatever it was, you're getting your stuff. But who you are, I couldn't even tell you. Tonight, we have a drawing. It's 5 groups of small charts. Okay, and I apologize. People have sent stuff in over the time, and I was keeping it separate, and I've had to move it around, and I had a system, and the system broke down. So if you're the one who contributed all of these small items, thank you very much, but I don't have your name associated with it because it got messed up. So this is kind of cool. And for people who are new here, drawings are for people who participate in the live show because we do the drawing right after the show. And the way you do it is it's right down at the bottom there, starts right on Cindy's shoulder there and runs over to Beth's face. You send email to Gary@WeTalkFiber.com during the show. That right there, right where Cindy's finger's at. Excellent. In the subject line, Beth's pointing the wrong way. Point the other way, Beth.
No.
There we go. Yeah.
Too far away. I'm sorry. I had a glass of wine tonight, and that's
Uh-oh.
unusual. So,
Yeah. Jennifer's got
and
the
I'm going
easy
to
job.
tea.
Point down here, Jennifer. We'll both do it. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
good
Down
job.
Down
Good
into the
job.
middle.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, you send an email during the show to Gary@WeTalkFiber.com. Subject line, you just put the word smalls. And in the email, the body of the email, you put your name and address. Got to put that in. I can't send if I don't have an address. So you put that in. And then we do the drawing right after the show, and then Marga packages them up and sends them out. They'll go out Thursday or Friday this week because we're home. So this is cool. I did not know I had these things, and so it's smalls. And here, wait, maybe I can simplify life. There I can.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So these are JBW designs. So this is a Christmas tree collection, and there's 7 of them. So that's pretty cool.
wow.
So one, if I get my hands off them, you could actually see them. That would be kind of a good idea. 2, 3.
Those are real pretty.
Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah. Very cute.
They'd be a quick stitch
Yep.
for Christmas ornaments for like an exchange or
Right.
your
So
tree.
all
or-
7. Now each one of them, it looks like, has some kind of a Jabco little heart or star or something that goes on the tree. But only one or two in the group, have the ornaments actually stapled, or the little add-ons actually stapled on. The rest of them don't have it for whatever reason. So, but you can get those. Those are easy to get from Jabco or whomever. So one person will win all 7 of those.
Wow.
So the first drawing, that goes to that one. Then there's this one, which is a set of 4 'Twas the Night ornaments. So, and these all have, all of the little things got attached. And I can't show you the things because then I'd have to show you the chart, and you get in trouble for that.
Uh-huh.
So
Those are
there's
cute.
one.
Nice.
and 4.
Oh, those are cute.
Yep. So someone's
Yes.
going to win all 4 of those. And then we have a bit of a collection. These are all small stuff. So, yeah, they're all going to, most of them are going to be missing the Jabco stuff, but you can get that stuff. That's easy. So this is
Yeah.
Merry Miniatures. There's one. These are all little ornaments. So like Beth said, good stuff for ornament exchanges. That looks like it's, nope, 3.5 by 5. So, and then,
Yeah, but leave out the border and just do the tree.
and you got it. Yep.
Yeah.
And then this is cool. A baby's first Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So handy. That one actually has the stuff in it. So somebody will get all 3 of those. And then somebody will get, these are all ornaments, the number 5 from that Christmas tree collection. And then Christmas keepsakes, there's 3 ornaments, all 3 ornaments in this one. I mean, this is just an ornament extravaganza here.
Oh, yeah.
And then the second one of this Christmas keepsakes. So these are all quick stitch, 2x3, 3x4, 2x2. All of these are small, quick stitch things. So easy to do. And then this is a full series from Little House Needleworks. Nope, I lie. This is 1, 3, and 7 from Little House Needleworks. So it's this one is
Oh, are those the little sheep virtues?
look at you, Jennifer.
Because I have all 9.
Oh, there's 9 of them. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you. You
9
knowing
or
all
12?
this stuff.
I don't know. There's lots.
This is number 1. This is number 3, which is peace.
I like that. That's real cute.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is patience.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's all the virtues. Yeah. So there's however many
Yeah.
there are. Yeah. Well, it comes to me now. I'm a little slow.
I have
on the
that
uptake.
cross stitch that I started where the middle section is from that Country Cottage Needleworks, which they're like sister companies kind of.
Oh.
And it's got that middle part, and then I'm doing all the ones around the outside.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. So that's the giveaway tonight. So send your email. Do it right now so that you don't forget. We'll leave the thing up there at the
Look.
bottom.
People who watch live and in our giveaways score big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that those are the groups. So those 5 groups of small ornament things. So that's that's fun. And here we are, end of October, so plenty of time to have them done by Christmas. If you stitch
Yeah.
fast. Yep. So send your email right away. Make sure you include your address, please. Please. Please don't forget that. I'll just bite my tongue. Sunday is Joy Cobb. She's the chair of the EGA National Seminar next year. So we did, it was 50 minutes. I thought we were going to do a half hour, and it ended up being 50 minutes of talking about that seminar. It's good. It's good. Give serious consideration to going to this thing. I learned something about the classes, because if you go there, about half the classes are filled up, including that Phoenix one. She said that was the first one that filled up.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is that she says they've had it now for 2 years with this software, that if you sign up for a class, if there's a class that's full, get yourself on the waiting list. Mm-hmm. And you can switch into that. You'll get a notice. If a slot opens up, you'll get a notice. And so you can get in that. So she said, sign up for something else, and then you can switch over. And I said, I think I even asked her, I said, oh, they don't mind that? She said, no, the system is set up to do that. So you can, if there's something you really wanted that's sold out or is filled up, get on the waiting list, because she said that, between now and next November, life happens 1,000 times to
Right.
1,000 people.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, so that was a real revelation for me, because it used to be you sign up for your class, and if you wanted out, I don't know how it all worked, but it was not easy. But she said, no, this new software has worked really well and allows people to shift back and forth and all over to get the classes they want. So she really encouraged people to sign up for the classes you want, even if they're full, and then hang in there. And you can drop out of another class and take the one you really want if you get an email.
Right.
It's free, it's all automated. So
And then it opens up the next person for that wait list to get in, and
right,
so on. And
right, exactly. So take advantage of that. And then other things in September and October, Hazel Blomkamp and Helen McCook are each doing an online class in September and in October. So 2 classes from Hazel Blomkamp. I don't know.
Did you have a glass
Easy
of
for
wine
you
with
to
dinner?
say.
No, but I have a beer right here, Beth.
uh-oh.
But
Yeah.
I've only had 2 swallows, so that doesn't count.
Uh-oh. You're a
It's not.
troublemaker when you're doing that.
So September and October, a class each from Hazel Blomkamp, and then September and October, a class each from Helen McCook, which that would be, well, either one, but I'd sign up for Helen.
Online?
Online.
Oh, where's my phone? Can I sign up now?
I'm sure you can. Yep. So there's that. Then there's the mini classes. There's 10 mini classes that people from the local chapter do the night before the actual seminar starts. And then there's Sampler University.
Okay,
So
wait a minute. Wait, what? The Hazel and I forget the other woman's name.
Helen McCook.
Helen McCook. Are those now or during the seminar?
During just the September and October of next year.
Okay, so
But
they're
they're
not
pa-
part of.
They're
They are
part of the seminar package. Yeah, they're all listed out in the seminar page on EGA's website. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Seemed weird to me, but no, we talked about them. She said they're part of the overall package of classes. Oh, Beth?
Can I say something? Teacher. They always had international teachers, and
Yeah.
so the teachers would travel. Well, I think Hazel's been having a hard time getting into the country, so she has been doing her classes online. And maybe they said, well, let's just stop this messing and monkeying around and have her just do an online class, which makes perfect sense to me. And Helen McCook,
I know.
I mean, well, and Hazel too. I mean,
Right.
Oh yeah.
I think she'd be
She
fun.
she is. She's really fun. I really
So,
enjoyed the
yeah.
class that I took with her.
oh, okay, yeah. I know when we did a show with her, she's a hoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, but that's good to know.
right. Yeah, I learned a lot just talking to Joy that I didn't know about this seminar. It's just so more open than we think to people who, especially if you can't travel. I mean, to be able to take an online
Yeah.
class from one of those ladies would be enough. So
Right.
go to egausa.org and check that all out. It's in the events page, and then there's the national seminar, and then all the stuff is right there. It's really easy to use and find, and you can sign up and register and do all the things.
Yeah, and those pre-seminar, those mini classes, I think when they held the last national in St. Louis, I think some of those little mini classes were really, really excellent. I had friends who attended them. So even to check those out, if you're saying, well, I really can't go to a whole national, well, check out those little mini ones. They might just be perfect.
Yeah. Here, Michelle says, I've done classes with Helen in person. She's currently my online RS. Oh, my word. Wow. She's your tutor? Oh, jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I can't even imagine that. I'm doing the RSN certificate and you get Helen McCook. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle.
That'd be great.
Good for you,
Yeah.
Michelle. Michelle just started
Yep.
last week. She'll be done in a month. Yep.
Mhm.
No, I don't think so. That's really cool. Yeah. I think it has to do with visas, Sandy, the travel, because Yvette Stanton from Australia, she's been trying to come on more than one occasion in the past couple of years to the U.S. to teach, and it has to do, from what I understand, with coming in and teaching when there are already people here who could teach the thing, and so they say you're
Yeah.
taking away their job. It's just, spare me, but that's the way I understand it. So then getting into the country, you're not allowed because you're taking away a job. It's like, really?
Hmm.
You're worried about needlework? You know.
Right.
So, yeah, there we go. Yep. Go, Michelle.
Yeah.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
got now. See, Michelle. Now it makes me want you to ask you to do a live show with us one night and show us and tell us about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Gary at WeTalkFiber.com, right there on Cindy's shoulder. Send me an email if you're willing. That would be cool, just to learn all about the experience. Yeah. Second module. Yeah. Oh, it'd be so cool to hear about that. Please, Michelle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Oh, and sending your module off for assessment from
Yeah.
Australia to the
Oh
UK.
man, there's a sweat. There's a sweat fest, huh? Oh
Yeah,
geez.
yeah. Lots of insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, good for
Hmm.
you, Michelle. Bravo.
Yeah.
So all of that, egausa.org. So check that out. And the show Sunday. Oh yeah, Michelle, it's easy to do. It's just us. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
Yeah.
But we would have questions.
Now you're going to scare her.
Yeah, I know. I just realized that. I said that. Oh no, now she won't even. No. It's easy to
Yeah.
do,
We're,
Michelle.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And see, I think we're all, at least I can speak for myself. It's like, oh, something I kind of would like to do, but I'm terrified to take the plunge and try. So yeah, we'd love to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep. Please, Michelle. Scary trusting.
please.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it did arrive. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. I can
Great.
imagine from Australia to London. Oh, you work your butt off on something, you send it off, and you trust how many ships and planes, and oh man.
Mhm.
Yo.
Mhm.
Yo. All right, and then as we work through the announcements here, our own event, the Fiber Talk Needle Arts Weekend in March, 21 to 23, and that's up there above my head, right there. If you go to that place, you'll get all the information, and there's a PDF. Yeah, Sandy, it is stupid about the visas, but whatever. If you go there, you get all the information, and there's a PDF that you download that has all the details, all the classes, and everything. And encourage you to join us. Sign up, get in early on this deal, and we're going to have a lot of fun here in St. Louis in March of next year. And I realize it's a long way off, but yeah, please sign up. Encourage you to sign up and join us. We'll all be there doing whatever, but it'll be a lot of fun. So we've got classes here. I keep this close by, so we've got 6 classes. And they're all built into the cost. You don't pay extra, and I think for a couple people this is a negative, but I haven't heard much complaint that these are not classes that are going to generate 6 different projects for you. They're classes that you're going to be able to learn from and use to advance your own stitching, but it's not going to be 6 classes with 6 kits that you may or may not ever do. So like Robin is going to do one on color and how to substitute threads to do the same job. Cindy's going to show you how to work with overdyed threads. Beth with specialty stitches. I'm going to do a thing on a stitching toolbox. And then Kelly Teskey is going to show you how to make those cloth yo-yos into a needle book. There is a project there, but you don't have to bring anything. Kelly said her stash is big enough to handle anything. So, and then we'll have a table, and Jennifer will be at a table on Saturday, and you'll get to try tamari and slow stitching. So she'll have some tamari balls already kind of prepped, I guess, right?
Yeah, I might even bring a couple that are like unwrapped or partially wrapped so you can see the wrapping process
Oh,
too,
great.
So
That'd be
like the
nice.
Oh, that'd be nice.
all the stages kind of.
Yeah. So that'll
So
be
I'm
cool.
gonna have to get to work wrapping balls and oh my gosh, getting all the stuff ready.
I can see her when she checks in for the flight. What's that?
Oh my
Yeah, yeah,
gosh. I might mail some
Yeah,
stuff
I was gonna
out
say,
there,
ship them here
Yeah.
That's a
first.
good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
So you'll be able to,
So
we've talked so many times about Tamari and Jennifer. So Jennifer will be there with things like she just said, and so
yeah,
you'll be able to give that a try. She'll, you'll be able to actually put
see
a
it in
needle
real
through.
life. Take a needle, stick it through, get the feel, see how
Yeah.
long the needles are, go,
Yeah.
ah.
Do we have to say that every time that we?
Yeah, it's required.
Yeah.
It's so long.
Ah,
So all of those things are built into, and then 2.5 days of stitching, and we've got a
right.
reception and other things. So they're all built into the thing. So it's $300, and then your room, and then whatever your travel expenses are. But that's it. So it's not like $300 plus 150 for this class and 200 for this class. It's all just $300 done.
Yeah.
So
And Michelle, mentioned about the casket. So we had a little
oh yeah,
casket meeting, and I said, well, you guys we should all meet at the weekend, the Fiber Talk weekend. Bring all our caskets, and we'll work on them
Oh.
there. And they laughed because all the stuff we have. But I said we could have our own little casket area in the
Mhm.
in the room and work on. So Michelle, come on out. Bring your box that's been languishing in the cupboard. We'll help you get started.
Oh my goodness.
casket corner.
That,
That's what we'll call it. We'll get a
yeah.
sign, casket corner.
Yes,
Yeah,
casket corner.
yeah,
Yeah, we can do that. I'm in for it.
yep,
I'm in for it.
yep. So yeah, please consider that. Right, the URL right up at the top there. And we also have a page on the a private group off of the Fiber Talk Facebook page, a private group for the event. So you can go there if you say I need a roommate or I'm driving from wherever and you want somebody to travel with. There's just a few people because I just put it up, but you can join there and then you can maybe you'll find somebody to room with if you're looking for someone. So all that, go to the Facebook page and then wetalkfiber.com/weekend. Yeah, Michelle, if you pay for my flight, yeah. That's so kind of you to offer,
Man.
Michelle. That's just really generous. I wonder what is a flight to Australia? I bet it's monumental.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So sign up, please. We'd like to have you, and we're looking forward to it. And so we encourage you to join us next March. But yeah, please sign up as soon as you can. Let us know. And then a couple of charts that have come up here that are designed to help others. The profits are going to help others. Unmute us here. This one, this past weekend, we did a show with Ronnie Rowe. And I just love talking to Ronnie Rowe. It's been a long time since we talked to him, and I got to do it more often. I just really enjoy having a conversation with him. But he did this chart, and it's called Help. And he was in his hometown. He was walking somewhere, and he sees this guy in this park, homeless guy, every time he walks by, who obviously could use some help. So it inspired Ronnie to create this design. And then, so all the proceeds from this design are going to the local homeless shelter. And he's going to make his first payment on November 1, so in a couple of days, his first check. And then he'll do it again as the sales go. But I encourage you to consider buying a chart, even if you're not going to do it, just to help out. I bought mine today. It's 14 pages.
Oh.
This is
Is it?
yeah, it's
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
it's 14 pages. But I bought mine today. I don't know if I'll stitch it or not, but I just thought it was so cool that he came up with that I wanted to help the cause. $16. So not too bad, and it's a PDF download, obviously, off of Etsy. So you go to RonnieRoweDesigns.com, and that goes you right to his Etsy shop, and then you just get it there. So encourage you to do that, because I think it's cool when designers do things like that, and try to help out others. So, and then over there in Asheville, North Carolina, now I'm going to switch again, let's see, is Jackie Duplessis has put together this one. This one is called A Rise Above the Waters, and she did this design in reaction to the flooding and all the hurricane problems they had in North Carolina and Asheville and all that Smoky Mountain area there. And so she did this design, and you can order these kits from Sassy Jacks. You go to Kim, and at the top of her homepage, it says ornament. That's where you go. Don't go in the shop thing. It just says ornament, and and then you go directly there. And so this is what Jackie put together. This is the front, and then here's the back. And then Kim is giving all the profits from this to the local food bank to help people out. So, and then there's a close up.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the threads and just kind of a montage look there, but I like the Bargello back. But yeah, I really like that. It's nice. So that's another one, SassyJackStitchery.com, and just click on ornament right on the home page there in the little menu, and just do that, and then you can order that. And then I'm pretty sure at least a few days ago, Kim had materials in stock to handle a good number of folks, but that's another one to support, and not to mention the fact you get a really cool looking ornament out of it. So that was Rise Above the Waters, Jackie Duplessis. And then Kathy Ray. I knew there was one more picture. Kathy Ray from Needle in a Haystack with her laser cutter. She's made this acorn. Sassy Jack Stitchery, and Kim's mascot is a squirrel. So she made this thread holder in the shape of an acorn, and it says Rise Above the Waters there at the top. So you can get that too. You can buy that. It was $15 or $20, something like that. So you can have a whole package of thing there for that. So that's a cool thing. And then all the profits Kim is giving to the local food bank. So consider those two things. Please help out.
Yeah.
Checking EJ for me. Well, Susan, I'd go for it. You bet.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you can do follow directions, do basic stitching, you'll be stretched, that's for sure, but you should be able to do it.
Yep.
Itching for stitching. When you get that done, we need a picture. Yeah, go for it, Susan. For crying out loud. Might learn something. Worth it. Yeah. There's Michelle endorsing her tutor. Yep. Go for it. Oh, here. Get the Rise Above the Waters and make it into a needle keep. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Well played.
Yeah, it looks like it would very well adapt to that.
Yeah.
Oh, itching for stitching is nerdy. She
Oh,
changed
come
her
on. Don't do
name.
that to us.
Now we can call her Itchy.
Oh, no. Now we're going to. Yeah. Okay, from nerdy to itchy.
Sorry.
It was sitting there, Jennifer. You had to take it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, man. Because I saw this itching for stitching, and we haven't had anybody in the group.
I know,
Okay.
and she just like followed me on Instagram and stuff, and I followed her back, and I'm
Oh.
like, this is somebody new, you know.
Well, Nerdy, good to have you with us. Itchy, Nerdy, Nerdy. I don't know now. Now I don't know what to do. But this as a needle book, that's a
Call her
good idea.
Scratch.
Enid.
Sorry.
Enid.
Sorry.
Enid. Itchy.
Enid.
No, okay, this is gonna get out of control. But yeah, that could be a cool needle book. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Sassy
You know,
Jack Stitchery.
it also looks to me like you could make it a little pocket. You know, leave the top open and put little, I don't know, candy canes or something in there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of ways you could finish it.
Yeah. I like the design.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So that's those are the things. There are 2 ways to help people out in need, which is a cool thing. So all of that, and then Jennifer Sue Spargo week.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
It
been waiting
was
for
so
this
awesome.
one.
It was
Okay.
the best
Wait.
ever.
Oh, now just a second here. I got to get Beth out of the scene.
Yes.
Bye.
There, bye Beth.
There's
Okay, all right. Tell the story. A whole week with Sue Spargo. Let's hear the story.
Yeah. It was great. It was awesome. Let me move this thing out of the way a little bit. It's my new lampy. So yeah, it was super fun, and she's super nice and sweet, and we just stitched like crazy people. All day, all night. I was usually in there till like 9:30 or so.
Now you had it was this big quilt thing, right? This applique quilt thing, but you didn't do the quilt. You did portions of it.
Yeah, so I can show, this has been all over Instagram, so I can show the front of the book. We've seen it. You've seen it. I showed it the other time.
Yeah.
Trade winds.
Yeah. It's so
And
cool.
a lot of people, so not every, now some people like me didn't buy the entire kit because we either had all our own stuff or we didn't know if we wanted to make the whole thing. So, and that's allowed. That's fine. You can do elements. And so what she teaches you to do first is she teaches you how to do the background.
Okay, I got to back you up though, Jennifer. This project's so big. She actually printed and had. I mean, that's a thick book for a project. So that book that book is all for the project.
Yeah, and
Holy
all of her
smokes.
other projects have similar. I mean, and she has the full-sized pictures and templates in here that you trace off of.
So I was just looking at her latest newsletter, and she has that available in her shop.
Yeah, it's available now to buy. And then she has detailed instructions on how to do the stitching. You know, she tells you which thread, what to do, step by step by step. And that's how you approach it step by step so that you don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. I mean, but to go to the trouble of publishing an actual book for something. Wow.
Oh, yeah. All of her projects have books. I have, they all have books. And then this is my picture I printed out of my blueprint of what I'm doing.
Okay, so this is the portion that you're making.
Yeah, so I took elements. I liked the seahorses. I liked the crabs. Crabs are down here. I like the booby, the blue-footed booby.
Yeah.
Yep.
This things. And then I needed something to go over here. So I used the seaweeds, and I'm not doing that fish. I'm taking that one out. I'm doing the puffer fish, I think. And then I added on to my background. I added in this hexie because it felt naked.
Wow.
So
Sandy, I think the book wasn't available in her store because she was
Right.
teaching it
It
until.
there was a printing delay.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So we didn't even get the book until they had just gotten printed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there was a printing delay, so that's why. But she teaches you first how to do the background and talks about the background. So you spend a day making your background and picking your things to layer on your fabrics and stuff. Let's see if I can get this light to cooperate a little bit better.
So this was originally one of her blocks of the month.
Right, I think last year it started out as a block of the month.
Oh,
That's
okay.
better.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I had to angle the light away so it wasn't flashing on it.
So
And then
what
all
is
of these, huh?
what's your ground fabric?
This is
The two,
wool.
it's wool. Okay.
Yeah, Spargo wool. And then you layer on, she likes to use fabrics, like quilting
Uh-huh.
fabrics and stuff.
Yeah.
And these are just all scrap fabrics from previous quilts that I brought along that looked oceany or fishy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that was my question. Did you bring your own materials then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should see some of the stuff people brought. Some of the ladies that lived close by, they like piled everything in their car. And they had a wagon and they'd pile it all in the wagon and get the wagon up the elevator. They had to have the guys help them get some of it up and stuff.
Oh man.
And then they're like, this is only a fraction of my stash at home. And they had, I mean, piled everywhere. And they're like, oh, come over and you can take whatever you need. And I have so much and I brought it to share. So,
Oh,
yeah, everybody was the group was great. Everybody was super friendly. Everybody talked to everybody. Like, even if people came with someone, everybody talked to everybody. If you were in the breakfast room and you're alone, you come down alone, you see someone that's in your class, you just sit down and start talking and have breakfast. Or if somebody comes in, they just join you for lunch too. Yeah,
that's
it was
great.
great. Everybody
How
was
big?
super, super friendly.
How big a class was it?
24.
That's pretty good size.
And we
Yeah.
each had our own 8-foot long by like 4-foot table. Huge
Nice.
Oh,
space.
Nice.
oh, that's nice.
The
Yeah.
lighting was good, and let's hold this while I talk. The lighting was good. Let's see why.
Sandy wants to know if you
It was
stuffed
great.
the seahorses.
No, those are just the stitching. Do you see? Oh, where's my camera? I'm trying to figure out.
Other way.
It's all
There you go.
backwards. I know, it's crazy. Let me fold it. Might make it easier. Okay.
There we go.
So you first applique it down like this stuff is. It's just appliqued down. And then you go around and do all the fancy stitching on top. And around the edge of the seahorses, you can kind of see how it's backstitched all the way around. And that makes it poof out
Oh,
without
Okay.
stuffing it. Yeah. And then it's very three-dimensional. You see the
oh
eyeballs.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, they have a
Yeah,
nice dimension to them. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, wait till you
Yeah.
see some of the other stuff and how dimensional it's going to get. This is flat compared to some other stuff.
Yeah. So, okay, what about the thread pack? So, did you bring your own threads, or did you buy her thread pack that went with
I
the whole?
I bought the wool applique pack and the embellishment pack. So the wool, and I asked her about, so she has these wool threads, and if you buy all of her stuff, her wool threads exactly match her wool, and so they blend perfectly. I'm using my own stuff, so it doesn't, I find the best match. And so like on my seahorses, oh dear, backwards. You can't really see it because it doesn't zoom in well, but I stitched down using cotton threads. Where'd they go? I brought my little cottons
Oh,
and
okay.
that's fine for the cotton fabric, but I used it to stitch down the seahorses because I didn't have a yellow in the pack, and she didn't have one with her that matched, and it would have really shown, and it would have given that primitive look, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And with all this extra stitching, I didn't, want those little sticks to show, the little sticks of the stitching to show. And so I asked her, I'm like, well, does it really matter if you use cotton or wool thread to stitch it down? She's like, well, the cotton tends to pull. And after a while, and I'm like, okay. And I didn't really get it until I started doing all of the embellishment stitches. And then I could see how when you embellish more on, it pulls on the wool, and how it does start to pull on the wool, the cotton threads and the wool fight each other.
Oh.
Whereas the wool thread with the wool doesn't fight, and there's some give because, wool has more give than cotton. Cotton doesn't have any give. Wool stretches and stuff. So I see what she's talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not going to ruin it or anything.
Oh, no, it looks
but
great.
I understand what she meant after I did it and then got embellishments on. Normally you wouldn't do, when she designs her stuff, she does all the background first. And she's like, I could spend a week doing the background. And then she puts on all of the first applique pieces. This is a needle roll that I'm making. Then she does all the appliquing and the layering of the appliques, and then she does the fancy stitching last.
Okay.
But the block of the month thing, she said she designs each of those like a block at a time. So like a 6.5 inch, 7-inch square at a time. So, yeah.
So you're taking that massive quilt design and then you're just taking bits and pieces to make your own designs.
Yeah.
Then.
Just to do a little one.
Yeah.
And a lot of people did the same thing. A lot of people's were bigger than mine. I looked at the size of the blocks, and I looked at the size of this is Sue Spargo, this background stuff that I bought at Colchester Mills, because they had some of the Sue Spargo wool.
Uh-huh.
So it is the Sue Spargo wool, and so I looked at how big it was, and then I looked at the size of the squares, and I'm like, well, I could do a 2x2 layout, and that's like 14-ish inches, which is about what this is. And that's good. And I can do a wall hanging. I can make it into a pillow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
Cool.
So yeah,
Neat.
getting hot. It's hot up here.
So then the entire week was just simply learning all these little techniques.
Yeah.
So
the first day was backgrounds. The second day was talking about appliques and how to pick out the pieces and how you trace the pieces on to your freezer paper, and then iron the freezer paper on, and then cut them out and then stitch them down.
Okay.
So then I have here. Oops. Zip that so that stuff doesn't fall out. Where's all my, here they are. So hopefully they aren't falling apart. Now this is cork. And she uses cork a lot, and you can stitch through it, she said, and it holds up great. And I was gonna do this anemone top with the wool, but I'm gonna do it on the cork because of all these little fringy things. It'll hold up better on the cork.
Yeah.
So that'll be new to try.
How thick is that cork? Just like a 1/8 of an inch
maybe
thick or so?
Millimeter.
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, small. One of my fish fell. Okay.
Oh, no.
But here's all of my...
Oh, jeez.
It's all ready. It's all ironed on. Some of it's falling off. I'm going to have to... But I have them all colors picked, ironed on.
Oh, boy.
Ready to cut out and applique on.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I think, and to me, the hardest part about wool applique is cutting out all those little fiddly pieces.
Yeah.
I mean that's something, it's
and
like.
she does tiny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you
a
need
lot
good
of
sharp
little
scissors.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get the wool punches for the circles. She has lots of circles, and she has this wool punch set where you punch it, and it punches. It's like makes a little die punch out instead of cutting the circles, which is never exact,
Yeah.
Ever.
and it
I
takes
want to
more
know how
time.
those work. Let me know how those work because I've looked into those and I haven't bit the bullet yet. But I hate cutting circles because mine always
Yeah,
they get
everybody
smaller and
loves
smaller as
them.
I try to make it right
Yeah,
size.
everybody
It's
loves
like,
them, and they like when they punch, they also kind of seal the edges down a little, you know.
hmm
So,
oh,
because she
really?
does, yeah, she does little quarter-inch circles all the time, and then you do the quarter-inch circles, and then you like you layer on top of the circle, so you don't even see the circle, but it makes it really poofy, like all these little tiny dots. See all the little tiny dots?
Oh.
Hmm.
Those
hmm
are all little quarter-inch circles, not the flat ones that are open, but the yeah. And then where's that anemone thing?
So you can get those die cutters from uh, hardware stores. They're woodworking tools, I think.
Yeah, but that anemone thing there is the one that's really
Oh yeah.
3D. That's the one that I'm going to do the cork, and then you on top of it you do woven picot that flanges out and hangs out on top like that.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Sandy wants to know, did you learn
Grizzle
the drizzle
stitch.
stitch?
Oh yeah. Yep. And I got a drizzle pad. Where's my drizzle pad?
Yeah, I
I
want to
bought
see
a
your
drizzle
drizzle pad
pad. I learned the drizzle stitch. So
because I
I
use
bought
my wool
this.
mat. I use my wool mat for doing the drizzle stitch.
Hmm.
I have a smaller
Mm,
one that which you use for ironing.
right. Yeah. Let me
I
put this
love
in
I
here and
love
zip
that.
it.
I I love that wool mat for ironing.
So I got this big old thing to hold on my stuff. It
Oh,
was really
jeez.
great. It worked really
Oh,
well.
man.
Yeah, well, you need to with all. I
Yeah.
know what Sue has for threads, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
this thing is the coolest. It's a strip stick, and
okay, what's that? I want all
what
the
you do is you because you want to iron, you sew your pieces of wool together and you want to iron it, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times if you iron it flat, the little indentions of the wool show on the side.
Right.
So you take your strip stick, you lay it on the iron, you lay this on here, and then you spray it with flatter, which is made by the people that make soak. It's
Yeah.
a biodegradable, it's not a starch because there's no starch stuff in it that attracts bugs, but it's similar ish to starch and it's
Hmm.
biodegradable. It's by the people that make soak that you do your knitwear soaking in, you know?
Yep.
So you don't have to rinse it out. You spray it with some flatter and then you iron it and it makes it nice and flat and you don't have that funky ridge on the other side.
Huh.
It's fantastic. So I bought one.
So I
Wow.
think that is a couturier technique.
I don't know what that is.
Uh, fancy
I don't know what
dressmaking.
that word is.
Fancy dresser.
It's
There, I know
it's
that.
fancy dressmaking. Yeah. So
Ah.
again, so that they can and it it could be on a dressmaker's ham or something like that. Anything that's kind
Mm-hmm.
of curved, so
Oh,
that you aren't ironing the ridges into your
right.
fabric that are
Yeah,
going to show through.
it's
wow.
fantastic. And then I got the clover iron thingy, so you can iron long,
Hmm.
skinny pieces. You iron
Hmm.
it on, and what's it called? I don't remember. It's a clover, and it's for ironing
You can
and
iron on it and
for
it
like
doesn't melt.
appliques. Yeah, and for doing like the appliques and making a nice straight line.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then
That's nice.
yeah, and then she showed us how I got so many tools and gadgety things because she had it all there. And then she's
Oh,
like, I use this, and she shows you how. I got
Yep.
this pen. It's like a watercolor pen or something, but it's made to have it comes with stuff, but you don't she doesn't use the stuff it comes with. She uses the flatter. So you put flatter in here, And then when you are doing like something here, say you want to iron it down, right? You rub this on instead of spraying the flatter, and the flatter goes everywhere. You rub this on, and then yeah, I'm not good at
Interesting.
explaining. So anyway, I get too excited. So
Back up the truck here before you go on to the next thing. Is that felt pad that Cindy was talking about? Is that what's on your ironing board there?
Yeah.
that's an iron.
Tell about that,
That's
because
a
I've seen
wool.
those and wondered what their value was.
It's a wool iron pad, and it works great because it heats up the wool too, so it irons from both sides. You have to be careful if you're spraying stuff with water using steam, it goes through the pad. So if
Yeah.
you're working on your table, it's going to be wet underneath.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with that.
The other thing that Sue Spargo has that I really, really like is the wool ironing cloth.
I think she had that and I didn't get one.
Because
It
what does
is-
that do, Cindy?
So you, actually what I do is I put it on my ironing board. I put my needlework upside down on it, and then I iron the needlework. And it's a really, really heavy wool felt. So you can, it compresses where the stitches are. So you don't flatten your stitches when you iron.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
neat. Oh.
So much better than a
Oh.
towel.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she showed us
Making
these-
notes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She showed us these tulip bullion knot needles.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And they really, Tulip did make them specifically for Sue Spargo. They talked to her they were in conjunction together, you know.
Oh.
Tulip bullion knot needles. They have big ones and little ones. I know I don't focus
back
well.
up a little
Just
bit.
so you got the super, super long one.
But you can't read
Did you
it.
get it?
Yeah. So there's the longies
Okay.
and the shorties. And they really do work better than the other ones that are supposedly the
Better
milliners.
than milliner's needles?
Milliners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the
Oh.
milliners still have a little bit of a flare, and they're stinkers. And these ones work really, really well.
Well, the other thing is tulip needles are really super smooth.
Mm-hmm. Well, they just
So
don't have that little flare of the eye. Because I was having trouble, and then I went and got some because she showed them to us, and then I tried it, and it's much better. And then
Yeah,
she sits with you, and she helps. She wants you to come up and bring a little practice piece, and you sit with her and do stitches. And she teaches either individually or in a group. And she helps me with my bullion knots. Some of them are kind of, it was started out flary, and I'm like, why is it flaring? And it was because you have to, when you pull it up, you have to hold it up like this and pull straight up the bullion and go all the way up and then snug it down and pull it down. You don't pull it over and down and then pull. You go all the way up, all the way up, holding holding it there, go all the way up, then pull it forward and snug it down. And that made a huge difference. Like huge. I was like, ooh, nice.
Technique.
So, yeah.
Beth, you had another question you were trying to get in there?
Oh, I can't remember now.
Oh, okay.
What was the next one?
Yeah, that's
So,
I know her those books are really good. I think I picked up one of my friends went to Sue Spargo's shop and picked up the mushroom one.
Oh,
which of
yeah,
course is,
she had that one there, that quilt there. And
that one's fun.
Of course, you have the creative stitching.
Oh, I was going to ask if you got that. That's a good
I've
book.
had it for a while. I've had this for quite a while.
Let's see that one. Hold that up now. Creative stitching.
Second
That's
edition.
an excellent book. That's an excellent book.
And she has
love
all
that
of
it's
the
on a
needles
spiral.
in here. Yeah, and all the needles are like real size.
Oh.
So yeah. And she talks about threads and all the different stuff, and yeah.
All the
pretty
stitches.
cool.
Yeah.
What else was there? It was just so fun. And I thought that I was going to be, I'm like, oh, how am I going to stitch all day, every day? and it was fine. It was great. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because we all, and if you did get a little tired, you needed a break, you just get up and walk around and look at what everybody else is doing. And yeah,
I
we
think
had
it's so
lunch
cool that
break.
you had a big table, so you weren't cramped into
It's
one little spot.
huge.
You know?
Huge table. It's like 8 feet. It wasn't even just a 6 foot table. It's like an 8 foot table. Big.
But
Yeah.
but you got to spread all your stuff out because you're trying to make design choices and color
Mm-hmm.
choices, and you'd want to see what your fabric looks like. So you
Yeah.
brought wool. You had bought wool before, correct?
Yeah. So I brought
Uh,
some of my wool. I did buy 3 of her little wool pieces and that cork, but I used mostly what I had. I really wanted to, on this project, to use what I had. And I only bought her stuff because I really didn't have anything that would work.
Yeah.
Color wise, basically, is what it was. So,
Did she have basically like a small shop there so that
yeah.
you
Yeah,
never
this whole table was all set up, and then you have this piece of paper you get that's like all stapled together, and if you buy something you mark down how many. So like for the on the wool on the side I made a little mark for each one, and then you total it up and you write it in, and at the end you pay.
Oh,
So it's on like a what's that, the
tab. You run a
honor
tab.
system.
Yeah.
Honor system on a tab. Yep. And it's just all out there. She brought all kinds of stuff.
Huh.
It
how
was
long is your
cool.
bullion needle that you have that she had?
Uh, this one.
The longest one.
Oh, this
This
one
is
has 2
this is
different links
costing
in
us
it.
all money, I can tell.
Let me see. Let me get. In this long set, there's 2 different links.
Uh-oh.
They all go flying. Do I have a measuring device anywhere near me? Ah, right here.
I know at one point I saw Sue Spargo at a quilt show, and
So
I
one's
picked up the biggest
two
one
and a
she
quarter
had.
and 2.5. Okay, 2 1/4 and 2.5 inches for the 2 longest ones.
Yeah, that's a nice size. I
What
made caterpillars with it, so that's why
Oh,
I'm.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And then there are long darners, which are like, 4 or 5 inches.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That they
yeah,
do, I mean, but you have a little bit of that flare. These ones have no flare at the top. They are
yeah.
just
Those are really
smooth.
nice.
Yeah. Makes a big, big difference.
Sue wants to know what books we're recommending, what Sue Spargo books we're recommending. So that stitching, that one that you showed, obviously.
That creative stitching, because that one tells how to do all the stitches, and then just the other ones are project books, really.
Oh,
Right.
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 So it depends on what you want to do. Like, so then she's got the
Hmm.
mushrooms. She's got one that's called Chirp, which I think is
I have that
birds.
one. Yeah, cute little
Yeah.
birds, and it's like a little 9 patch, so it's smaller.
And then there's the
Um,
squash squad,
Yep, the
yes.
squash
Squash
one's
squad.
very cute.
What's that?
pumpkins.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really cute.
That's why
And
Cindy
she's been
wanted it.
showing it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been showing it lately on her Instagram because it's fall.
Right.
So it's super cute.
It is really nice.
What's
Mm-hmm.
another one she has? She has. It seems like she has more than just the one bird
Tinsel.
one.
Oh, she has lots.
Tinsel.
Tinsel.
Yeah.
She has a bird one that looks almost like a Baltimore album with the round things with the birds on top.
Mm-hmm.
That one's big.
There's also a lot of kits for things that are not big quilts.
Yeah, she
She's
has
got
little kits
for
like
small things.
yeah, like I'm making this
Is that
tranquil
right?
garden needle roll, but I didn't buy the kit. I'm using my own stuff again. And I'm doing pinks, not that you see any pink right there, pinks and chocolate brown, because that's the colors I like. So.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
inside, where's the picture with the inside? The inside, you'll have all your needles, and it rolls up, and there's a little pouch over there. And then, like, I bought the whole needle set, her needle set, and in the needle set came all of the little Sue
Oh,
Spargo
Oh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
labels
I
that you can sew
I
on.
I highly recommend that. I've recommended it
Yeah.
several times to friends who are doing handwork or just starting out because it's all those sizes of needles. So if you're playing with some
Yeah.
of the needlepoint threads, which she does, she plays with
Mm-hmm.
those in her designs. You have all the needle sizes. You just say,
Yeah.
okay, this one didn't work, so let's pick a bigger needle, a bigger chenille. They're just nice.
hmm
Yeah, and she had her Roadrunner needle roll there with her that she made. It was
Oh,
similar, but
yeah.
the Roadrunner one, and she just whooped it out, and she's got hundreds of needles in that thing. Just and she just unrolls it, and she can just pull out the needles, and yeah,
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
she was so nice, so nice,
So it was
very
definitely worth it.
approachable. Oh my god, I can't wait to go again. I want to go. My mom and I. You can see I'm sweating. I'm getting hot. It's hot up here. I'm upstairs and it's hot. Um, they have a Santa Fe. It's the Madeline
Yeah.
Island School of Arts is the who runs these, and
hmm
they have a place in Santa Fe, and it's only less than 5 hours driving from my parents' house in Colorado Springs, just straight down the 25 to Santa Fe.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I want to go with my mom and do a
Oh,
class together.
that'd be
At the
fun. So,
International Folklorial Museum. That's where that's at. That's where I think she
Yeah,
goes and
she
she spent some
goes.
time there.
Yeah, what you do, I
Yeah.
guess she said, is the first day you go to the museum and you get inspiration, and then you come back and you design your own project. That's a designing class. And
I
I
think it'd be
kind of,
fabulous to
I
take one
sort
with
of
her.
designed my own here in a way,
hmm
but I'm using all of her elements. In that one, you like really design your own thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
She probably has some like, here's a thing that, drawings and stuff. If you're not good at that, you can pick her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
hmm
a designing class. So
Oh, in Santa Fe.
yeah, and I'm thinking 2026 because the one in 2025 I think is in May, and that's just too soon. And for my mom, it's too soon.
hmm
So 2026 is what I'm aiming for.
How's that?
Yeah.
How far is that from your parents, Beth?
It's hour away at the
Oh,
most.
nothing.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
see?
and actually,
Yeah.
it's a train ride. Actually, there's a train down at the
Oh.
bottom of the hill. I think
Oh
it's
my
Oh.
down at the
gosh.
bottom of the hill.
Yeah,
The
see,
train from Albuquerque to Santa Fe.
well, as soon as I get the email that lets me, because once, like, you've got to get on it.
Oh,
So
Hmm.
yeah.
when I get the email, because I'm on the mailing list for both Sue Spargo and the Madeline Island School of Arts. And so I'll get the email and I told my mom, I'm like, I'll call you and we're signing up that day. Like it's happening immediately. There will be no floating around. It's like we have to decide now. And with them, you
Uh-huh.
can't canceling. You get there's a cancellation fee no matter. I think no matter what, there's a cancellation fee.
Oh.
You lose
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
100 to 200 or up to 400 or even more. Like so you don't just sign up willy nilly. You have to
Yeah.
commit.
Yeah.
hmm
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
Sandy
but
wondering
yeah,
if the
wait to go
designs
back.
could be done in cotton instead of wool, just to save some money.
I don't see why not. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just applique.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sue's
So,
design, she doesn't just use cork. She uses velvet,
Oh,
embossed
right.
velvet.
she showed how
Oh,
to do
oh,
the embossing, and oh my
did
God,
she?
it was amazing. I didn't do any because I wasn't going to put it on, but she showed it, and some of the ladies did. And one lady had brought these, she had bought online some blocks to do the
Hmm.
embossing on, and they were really cool, like jellyfish, and really, they were
hmm
fancy. And they did the embossing on the velvet. It's so beautiful, so
Mm.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
Sandy, the other thing that Sue Spargo has, because wools can be expensive, is what she calls them paint chips, I think, Jennifer. They're
Yeah,
five
little.
by 5 inch squares.
Yeah,
And
like this size.
yeah. So, you can, and they're in like, I don't know, I bought a couple of them
Mm-hmm.
just just to see what the colors were like and what the wool felt like. And
Yeah.
I don't remember how much they were, but the wool is really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Her
And
wool
so,
is really good.
you can get them in like colors, like, so if maybe there's one
Mm-hmm.
that's blues for
Yeah.
Gary,
They all
and
come in
there might
colorways.
be like 4 or 5 different shades of blue in the packet.
Right.
And she also has some wools that have sparkles on them.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. And she has some woven pattern wools too
Yes, I love
and stuff.
those. Love
But
those.
yeah,
Yeah.
her wool is all like this is her wool, and it's very, especially the solids, it's very tightly felted and stuff, so you don't have those little fraying bits,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know? Like this one, you can see a little bit of the bits
Hmm.
fraying off because that's some other Moda wool or something that I had in my stash.
Hmm.
But that's okay because you're gonna stitch over it. So,
yeah. Hmm.
Right.
or around it. It'll hide it. It's all good.
Hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a week.
It was so fun. I didn't want to leave. I was not ready to go. I was like, I could go another few days, you know. This is good. And the whole
That's nice.
getting up in the morning and getting ready and then going down and have breakfast, that worked so well for me. And I've noticed that when I'm on vacation, it works really well because you don't sit in your room and eat in your room in your jammies. You get ready and you go out. So I've been getting up in the morning and getting ready before I go downstairs to have breakfast and stuff.
Oh,
And I'm liking it. It's working. Now I did have a day where I was headachy and I didn't feel good, so it blew it for a couple days. But I did it yesterday and today.
Good for you. Excellent.
hey.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I,
Well, yeah, Sue Spargo. That'd be an
Oh,
excellent
so I,
classes.
yeah.
it was so good, so good. I can't wait to go
So
again.
changing the subject, if we're ready.
What?
Yeah.
I was
No.
looking at the National Academy of Needle Arts website today because they've posted the exemplary awards. The the piece that won the most awards was Pandemic
Oh
Really?
yeah, cool.
cross
I've got that
stitch,
partially stitched.
Really?
and it won a judges award. It won a first place in, I don't know, they've got all kinds of categories. I think it was a non-professional stitcher stitching a professional design. That's not exactly what the category was, but just to let people know that you can win awards. She won a couple of other special awards too with a cross stitch piece
Mm-hmm.
at the National Academy of Needle Arts. So if you're interested in looking at it, I think it's nan.org. Just Google National Academy of Needle Arts and you'll find it. And then look at the 2024 exemplary. That's the exemplary, I think, is their meeting, their annual meeting.
Cool. All right, I have another thing I forgot about. So,
Oh,
when you're
something else
ready.
to show and tell.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh,
what
don't
do they
forget
call it?
this is. It's the
Oh,
lap
I want to
stand
know about
thing.
this.
Yeah.
So I was there at the class, and they had really comfy chairs too, so your butt didn't die all day sitting. It was great. And but you're stitching, and you're having, I'm short, so I had to keep crossing my legs and like propping them up to kind of help support my stitching,
Hmm.
on my legs, so you're not holding it up like this.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
these lap apps, it's called a lap app, and it sells on the Spargo. I got one. I didn't buy it there. I bought it. I purchased it while I was there, but it shipped to my house.
Hmm.
And so that I can sit and stitch, and it helps hold all this up. So you're not
Uh-huh.
constantly fighting, holding it up, and making your arms and shoulders sore. And you can rest your hands and stitch, and it's fantastic. Love it, love
And,
it. It has and it's totally adjustable. You can see here. It adjusts up
Not,
and down, tilts and stuff.
I've wondered about those too. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
Where do
love
we
it.
get these at?
Stu
Snooze
Spargo.
Spargo.
Oh,
They're
jeez.
like
She's dangerous.
75. They're
Just
kind of
get on her
pricey, but
get
totally
on her
worth it.
mailing list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get on her mailing list.
Yeah.
These things I think go
They
pretty
sell out
fast.
fast. They do. They
Yeah.
sell out. So it's by the Laugh App store. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Okay.
And there's always lots of different fabrics on them.
Yeah, I
When
got the
when
one that looks like Sashiko. Because I
it
also didn't
does.
want it. I didn't want a bunch of colors to lose stuff on here, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted it more basic, but it looks like Sashiko.
Yeah. Here, I'm
But
gonna.
yes, I had to show that because I got it and it's totally.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It really, really is worth it. Because I was not using one and I wasn't sure. And then after a week of stitching and having to prop my legs up, and yeah, I was like, I need one of those.
So this
Okay,
is
and
what
see,
you
the one
got
I was
here.
looking at is the one that has the wool
box.
mat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Could get that one too, because you can press on it too.
Well,
I
and
didn't
and
need
I'm
that.
always sticking my needles into the fabric. You know, I'm done, and so I
Oh,
don't put my needles away. They'd be sticking up out of the wool.
right.
Oh, so
So
that's an
bad.
add-on
I'm
though,
just
right?
bad.
That's an add-on.
Yes, I bet it is.
So
The
you
mat.
get this is the here. I'm getting away from my mic here.
Yeah, that's.
This is
the
the
one I
one
bought.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you can add on other things.
I don't know if you add on or if you buy a whole like that. I don't know if it attaches on. Does it say? You have
Cut
to
to
read
fit
it.
the lap app.
Oh, okay. And it must attach on somehow then.
Yeah, perfect. Absorbs, retains heat, so like pressing from both sides. Perfect for applique, paper piecing, English paper piecing, and wool work. Lap app not included. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So you're 76 for the lap app, and then 24 for this, and then so you're $100 basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well,
But
actually,
it's-
exactly.
Totally worth it.
As I do
That
the
was
math.
another tool. So yeah.
Wow.
And then I bought a new chair in my sewing room, my upstairs sewing room, and a new light. Like, yeah, Sue Spargo cost me a lot of money. But in a good way.
This is interesting.
Yeah, aren't they neat? And my quilting hoops, they have the same kind of adjustment thing going on. They're the same.
Was that it's a magnet there, huh?
Yeah, a magnet and 3
Yeah.
spools. Not that I would ever use it because no, not for me. But yeah.
Is that the bottom? Is that something so it doesn't slip all over your lap?
I don't know. It's not on the bottom of mine.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
huh.
And then it comes with a pattern. If you need to make a new cover, it comes with a pattern to how to make a new cover.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Because it does come off. It's got elastic and it comes off and you can wash it and stuff. But it came with a pattern to make a new cover too. But
Well,
yeah, it was
that's pretty
awesome.
cool.
It was so fun. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm doing the block of the month, the flower looking vase block of the month next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
you're doing okay. Are you doing this the one that's the secret one then? The one that
Yeah,
she
it's-
doesn't show the whole thing, and then
Right,
she get one
'cause-
each month?
And she said what she does is she designs it as she's like, I design it just a little bit before you get it. She has a basic sketch done, so you have an idea, but it's not going to be exactly to the sketch. It's going to, yeah. She designs and does them all on the road and then sends it off.
Wow.
Cool.
Pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
It
The
was so
class
fun.
was in Maine, Robin.
Yeah, Bar Harbor.
There you go.
Oh,
All
but
right.
fun.
That's
So
a
it
week.
was awesome.
That's a good week. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was.
Does she also do classes in her store?
She does.
That's in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when she's home in between her very extensive traveling teaching.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah.
Pretty cool. Well,
Yes.
you went dead quiet there the entire week, so I figured you were having a good time.
Yeah. I was like thinking about trying to get on, but dinner was late and then I didn't have these headphones with me. I didn't have the
Oh.
with the microphone, and then the room, because everybody was going back and stitching at night, and especially that night, and it was just loud. It was so loud, and there was no, and I didn't want to go back and sit in my room where it's all dark, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Thought about it. I wanted to, but it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah,
So,
that's all right. I figured you were having a good time. We didn't hear from you.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
was
it's
so
good.
I barely even texted my husband the whole week. I was in it. He barely heard from me. So
She must be having fun.
Uh-huh.
he was very happy. He's like, awesome. I'm so glad you liked it. I didn't get any phone calls with you being unhappy and crying. You wanted to come home. So
Hey, can't beat that. That's excellent.
yeah,
Yeah.
can't wait to go again.
Oh, that's great.
So Robin wants to know what resort in Bar Harbor.
It was the Atlantic Oceanside Event Center. So, and that's where the Madeline Island School of Arts does their events there. And there was another class there, and they were doing urban sketching. So they were going out
Oh.
sketching and then doing watercoloring and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they do all kinds. Like it's not just, Sue Spargo and quilting. I've seen ones where it's mixed media, where it's quilting and painting and drawing all together. Like
Yeah.
Wow.
somebody does all the things. You do all the things
Hmm.
in one project.
Yeah. Wow, what a
Wow.
week. What a week.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
fun.
we need
It was
to
the best.
wrap up. Enid, yours didn't arrive yet, so we'll save it for the next time. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
not here, or my other machine picked it up, one or the other, not sure. But yeah, so we'll save that for the next time, Enid. Enid itching, yeah,
Nerdy.
nerdy, yeah.
Nerdy. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up.
Sticker.
Thanks, Jennifer. That was great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Send your
It was fun.
emails right away because I'm going to do the drawing within the next 5 minutes. I go right over to that machine over there and do it. So get your emails in if you want to be in the drawing tonight. And up over my head, all the information for our weekend event in March. Hope you'll sign up and join us. It'd be great fun to have a bunch of people from this group that gets together every other week, meet face to face, and spend a weekend.
Yeah.
That would be a good time. So
Yeah.
yeah. Enid, I'm sure my other machine has it. It tends to grab those things a little faster. So than the iPad, because the iPad is the other option. So, all right, I think we're good. Thanks everybody. Thanks Jennifer for the
Bye.
Thanks.
Sue Spargo
Bye.
tour. All right, bye everybody.
Yeah. Bye.